Yo.
Yo. Welcome back to the J&E Comic Cast.
Episode 52.
52?
We got a year's worth of episodes down in the books. I know my boy Jay and I are really excited. We were talking about doing some things, and we're still talking about doing some things. So just stay tuned. Josiah and I, we got you guys. We're talking about a few things.
But we got a quite busy episode for today. We got a lot that came out, a lot of new stuff, a lot of OG original stuff that we've been giving our thoughts and opinions on. So I think let's start off with how you doing, Egg? Everything good?
Doing good. How you doing, my boy?
Doing good. Now, into the episode.
Yeah. We got a lot of things to fit in some short time, so stay tuned.
So to start off this episode, we got a fan favorite in here, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series, episode 4 dropped. We're recording this Friday, so Wednesday.
So 2 days ago.
Egg, what you like about the episode? What was your mood and your feeling for that?
You know, I was a little bit nervous, I'll be honest. And normally I don't look at spoilers, but I woke up and I was seeing some of the comments I was reading on Instagram weren't really too favorable. They're talking about, the episode was kind of short. It didn't really do much, blah, blah, blah. Like, it didn't really make sense. So I was like, I was kind of nervous about the episode. I was like, man, is this the first time that we get an episode for the show that's not good? But I actually love this episode. And I almost want to say that I like the episode more than I like the previous episode.
Better than episode 3?
Episode 3, yeah. Because even though it was short, I felt like it packed a lot of really good things. We got to see Obi-Wan kind of rebuilding his connection to the Force. We got a really cool shot of Obi-Wan holding back the water in the window when he was fighting against the stormtroopers, which kind of reminded me of that one scene from Jedi Fallen Order, the video game, where Vader's holding back the water in the glass. Same kind of scenario. Actually, in the Inquisitorius building as well. So that was a pretty cool shot. We got more Obi-Wan lightsaber. We got Obi-Wan saving Leia. We got the third sister doing some Force stuff. We got a crazy look at Vader again at the episode, which I wasn't expecting to see Vader, but show him the pic, man. Yeah, Vader over here angry, you know what I mean? He went
was pissed.
Yeah, that was crazy when he came up to the third sister after they let Obi-Wan escape, and he was like, I already told you what the cost of failure is, and he basically started force choking her, just kind of hitting home the fact that this is not the Anakin that we knew. You know what I mean? Yeah. This guy is fully committed to the dark side, and he's fully committed to executing his plans, no matter what the cost to him or to the Empire. So that was a really crazy shot. Josiah, what did you think? So overall, I give the episode 8 out of 10. Josiah, what did you think?
I love this episode. One of my favorite scenes in this episode was when Obi-Wan's distraction planned out, and all the lights went out, and all you see is Obi-Wan turning on his lightsaber, knocking one out, turning it off. Like, it was just like a ninja. He was a ninja. Like, and I was like,
real stealth, real Batman-like.
Very Batman-like. And I was like, oh, this is insane. This was awesome. I really enjoyed the episode. I have to give this episode legitimately a 8 out of 10. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where they go with it. Because it's interesting. I'm just very curious. Like, is it gonna lead into something like? Because I've been watching a lot of the Star Wars Rebels, so I'm curious to see if it's gonna like lead into something during that time frame or whatnot. Because Rebels takes place after the Clone Wars.
Yeah. One of the really interesting things is that as far as the heroes are concerned, everything is all fine and dandy. They escaped. They got Leia. You know what I mean? They're probably getting ready to bring her back to Alderaan, but they don't know that the third sister has the tracking
on them.
In that Lola droid. So, so it's a really interesting thing. They're gonna. I definitely feel like they're gonna get caught by surprise. Oh, I just hit my face with the mic. I definitely they're gonna get caught by surprise, and I fully expect to see another Vader and Obi-Wan showdown, but this time with Obi-Wan holding his own.
Yeah,
with the way his Force power.
That's how the episode has to end. I think it's gonna be an ending episode where Obi-Wan fights Vader again.
Yeah, I think so too. The big rumors that we're in for season 2, if they do and they could have the story continue in like a way that feels like really nice, then great, do it. But if they can't do that, hopefully they give us at least a banger of an ending. So we got 2 episodes left for Obi-Wan. I'm excited.
Yeah, I have to agree. Looking forward to those 2 final episodes.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that, guys.
For sure. Big disappointing of this series. Next.
Yeah. So yeah. So we pretty much can cover Obi-Wan. So
Yeah.
just if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't caught on really quick, before we segue over to our next Marvel Disney show that dropped this week, Obi-Wan comes out every Wednesday on Disney Plus.
Correct. Another show that comes out every Wednesday on Disney Plus that was a big letdown for me was Miss Marvel. The first episode so
Marvel.
far has been very
talk about it, man. What'd you think, man?
Very disappointing. It started off very slow. Started off more focusing almost like a teenage drama. Like if I was watching like teenage problems, parent problems, school problems, like I guess it's the buildup of the character, but she wants to go to Avengers Con and like her outfit makes her look like she's 11. Like she looks very young for the character. I'm not a big fan of the look of it. I don't know. It's so far it was very disappointing the first episode for me.
So what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, honestly, I think I have to give the first episode no more than 4.
Wow.
No more
Jay,
than 4.
did you watch the mid-credit scene?
I did.
Okay. Do we know who that guy was during the mid-credit scene?
Isn't he what is he from? Oh man, I thought he was from another Avengers. I want to say he's part of Shield.
I don't know, bro. Okay. I haven't even looked it up. As a matter of fact, you want to look it up really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what do you thought?
Yeah, I watched the show. I watched it today, actually, before we filmed the podcast, and I gotta kind of agree with your son a little bit. I feel like we almost get kind of like a Peter Parker-esque story, with her kind of being like this nerdy kid at school, I think that kind of reminded me a little bit of Spider-Man. It's kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of these superheroes that we get, a lot of these heroes have, for the most part, they don't have their parents, or they're missing a parent, or something happened with their parents, kind of like their background story. And Kamala, she actually has her parents, and it's kind of interesting that they're posing an issue for her in a different way, because they want to they kind of want her to be the scholar and to kind of focus on what she has going on. Josiah, what'd you find?
He was the cop from Spider-Man No Way Home, the one that was interviewing them.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that's who he was. I knew he was from some Avengers movie.
He looks sinister, man. But you know what? If that cop, if they're tying this into Spider-Man somehow, it would be crazy if we saw Kingpin or Daredevil in the show. Even if they gave us a little quick cameo, that would be really interesting. But I don't think they'll do that.
Department of Damage Control.
The one thing I will say is that I like the visual style. I like how they have like a lot of the drawings moving.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. I like how they portrayed the parents. I think that's accurate, to like something that parents would do to a child, and the kind of pressure they would put to a child. I think that was something that was authentic. Her powers I thought looked pretty cool. You know what I mean? Being for what they were. It's interesting because one of the things that I caught in the episode was when she got the bracelet that gave her powers, her mother seemed to recognize what it was and kind of told her not to pay attention to it. So all that to say is that I wouldn't go as far as to give it a 4 out of 10. I do think the first half of the show was a little bit slow. I'd probably give it a 5 or 6 out of 10. It's interesting to see where the show goes and how she kind of comes to be like the superhero. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not the most excited. All the shows we talked about, I'm not the most excited about this show, but it's still too early for me to be like, yeah, the show's trash, or yeah, the show's great.
I'm gonna give it a couple more episodes, see where it develops and what it gets into. But that first episode was a letdown.
It was kind of slow
because I feel like a first episode should draw you. Like I always say, this should draw you into wanting more. This episode did not do that for me. It made me like, if I get to the show, I'll get to it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. The end was kind of interesting, but I basically felt the same way. I was kind of like, this show is it was hard for me to focus. I was like, this show is kind of hard for me to focus. So I really had to really kind of apply myself to be able to finish the show. And then I ended up on an okay note. But it's really interesting to see, I guess, for me, where it goes from here and how it ties into the greater MCU.
Did you give it a rating? 1 out of 10?
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
You did a 6 out of 10? 6 out of 10 is high.
I'll give it a no because I
don't want to persuade you.
No. I mean, I was trying to be fair. I think it's a little bit better than average.
That's above average.
Slightly above average. I guess you can say you can say it's almost a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I thought there were some entertaining parts of it. I like the visual style of it, and
to be fair though, I watched Obi-Wan and then went into watching Miss Marvel. So that could have been the issue of my rating as well.
That's really tough. I didn't do that to myself because I knew better.
Yeah. So let's see what Disney Plus has to come and Marvel has to come with and Star Wars with Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel. But
so like Jay said, episode 2 of Miss Marvel comes out on Wednesdays. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the season.
I think 6.
6? Okay. So
we
got
really
5 more
6.
episodes, 5 more weeks. Yeah. Obi-Wan episode 5 comes out next week too, so stay tuned, guys, for that.
To get into this next segment, DC Comics.
DC, Josiah's favorite.
It is my favorite. We did get a new release of a Black Adam trailer. So I know Egg. Is this your first time watching it, Egg?
Or it's my second time.
Second time. So this will be my second time as well watching it. And watching it with you guys. And please let us know what you guys think of Obi-Wan, Miss Marvel, and all these other topics we're talking about. Black Adam, the trailer. But, hey, you ready to get into this trailer?
Let's watch it, my boy.
Let's do it.
Black Adam. What have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Open fire! Now, I kneel before no one. In this world, there are heroes.
I feel the pain of my city wherever I go.
And there are villains. Heroes don't kill people. Well, I do.
My vision has shown me the future. You have 2 choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Behind you!
Did he just catch a rocket?
He got a rocket.
All black everything. You know my fresh coat.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Josiah, what'd you think, man?
Being a DC fan and everything, I gotta say, I am definitely looking forward to that show. I have to give it the trailer a
Not a show,
solid. The movie, sorry. Imagine if it was a show. A solid 8 8.5 out of 10.
For real?
8.5 out of 10. One, Dr. Fate has always been one of my favorite characters. Two, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing Black Adam, hoodied up, looking insane.
The hoodie look is sick.
The lightning on his chest glowing. The blue lightning when he hit the window. Like, everything was insane. We got Hawkman in the show. We got the Atom. There's I don't know. I don't know what else there's to say. I mean, when the trailer first came out, me and Egg talked about it a little bit, and Egg said it reminded him of a Fast and Furious movie. Which, you know what? Actually, looking at it again, I can see your point where it showed a lot of action and stuff, and not too much into what the story is gonna come into. So I can see your point there.
So you said 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that. I mean, just I basically took the words out of my mouth. I felt like it was.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good, man. It was real action heavy. I feel like it was real action heavy. It's crazy because I feel like I'm almost more excited to see Dr. Fate than I am Black Adam, and the name of the movie is Black Adam. So, it's interesting. I think it's gonna be interesting to see like what they do with it. Yeah, because they seem to it just seems like a really big like action flick. I don't know. And I think that DC needs to be really careful. I mean, I don't know if and maybe they do it right with this movie, but with Batman versus Superman, we had a big issue with them trying to fit so many characters into one thing. And then here they go, drop a Black Adam trailer and give us 3 additional characters that we didn't expect to have in the movie. So I wish that they would have held off that all for the movie and given us something different, because I feel like they could have given us the whole trailer without spoiling that. But I don't know.
Maybe there's another character that comes out that we don't know of, or maybe it ties in for the Shazam 2 or something like that. Who knows?
It's true. I could be wrong.
I can understand the Dr. Fate aspect of it. I don't understand the Atom. Hawkman I can understand a little as well, but the Atom I didn't expect them. But I gotta say, Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing Black Adam. When we got that first reveal trailer, from where was it? Was it Games?
DC fan.
Fandom.
Yeah.
DC Fandom. That first reveal trailer.
That clip was sick. Where he was taking out the baddies.
Yeah, and when he was in the the hoodie look is insane.
Yeah, the hoodie look is sick.
The hoodie look is insane. Like,
I like that little clip where he caught the rocket too.
He caught the rocket, yeah. So I'm curious to see, because I never remember me personally seeing Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing a bad guy before. So I'm curious to see how he does in this movie as playing as a bad guy. Because Black Adam is a bad guy, but...
Well, they're giving him the anti-hero treatment.
Yeah.
You can save the world or you can destroy it. I'm like, bro.
He's like, I'm going to rule the world. And that's always hit Black Adam's mindset, like that I'm a god. I'm going to rule the world. I'm not going to save... I'm going to own it.
We'll see what they do with the character, because DC might have other plans. But I think I agree with you. I think that hopefully we do get that character. You know what I mean? And hopefully this is one of those things where they show him more as a bad guy than anything else. So
yeah, I have to agree with you there. Sorry guys, fixing my hair.
Excuse me.
But we got another DC segment.
Yeah, I mean, I give the trailer really quick before we move on. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I thought you did the number.
I don't remember. I might have said 7.
7 out of 10.
It wasn't fantastic. I mean,
7 out of 10 is still good.
I'm curious, but I'm not super interested, so we'll see.
Alrighty. The best. We got us Young Justice Phantoms. Oh boy, season finale dropped Thursday, and all I gotta say is it's not confirmed that they're making a season 5, but they hinted at what's gonna be for season 5. So to do a long story short of this season, we got where last left off was Connor was gonna kill Clark, Superboy was gonna kill Superman, but all the Young Justice heroes came, helped save them. He couldn't kill him. He was part of the House of L, and we got a fight scene of Superboy and Superman fighting General Zod and his son.
Yo.
And that scene, bro, all you got was Superman and Superboy just flying at both of them and saying, "For the House of L." And, when I say I lost it, I lost it. Nightwing faked his death. Miss Martian faked her death. Everyone was faking their death. Rocket got saved by Rocket got saved by the guy in the Morbius chair. I can never remember his name. I can never remember his name.
I'm not watching Injustice, so
yeah. I can never remember his name, but he owns the Morbius chair. He saved Rocket, and he ended up killing General Zod's son by the teleporter that he saved Rocket with. General Zod's son took him to the time zone when Superman was about to die, and made the teleport disappear, and he killed General Zod's son. Then Connor and McGann finally got married on Earth with all the other heroes there being a part of their lives and everything. To end the episode, the hint that they gave was Supergirl is with Darkseid.
No.
And when I tell you, that was the last thing that I expected. And when I saw that, was actually insane. I wish I had a clip. I couldn't find a clip or a video, picture of it. If I can show you guys how she looked and Darkseid how he looks, it was insane. All in all, one of my favorite seasons. If I had to tier list all the seasons, season 1, the OG season, has to still be number 1. Then it has to go season 4, season 3, and then season 2. If I had to tier list them.
So what would you give? All right. So what would you rate season 4 as a whole, and then or what would you rate this episode as a whole, and then season 4 as a whole?
This episode, I had to rate it a 9 out of 10. I think
that's wild.
Was almost perfect episode, perfect lead up, and perfect ending. The whole season, I have to give it being my 9.5 out of 10. I think the season was amazing. I think they explained the Phantom Zone pretty well. I think they brought out new characters pretty well. I think they explained all the little gaps in the remaining seasons. And because if you guys didn't know, Young Justice started off as a Cartoon Network show from season 1 and halfway through season 2. At the end of season 2, DC Universe made their own app called the DC Universe app, and they started finishing season 2 and made season 3, and then halfway finishing season 3, they transferred over to HBO Max, and HBO Max did season 4. So you had all these little gaps in between, and this season kind of like filled in those gaps and made like, okay, this show is going to continue somewhere.
Rick, I wanted to ask. So, you might have said this, maybe I didn't catch it. So, what did they do with Zod then?
So Zod ended up getting put back into the Phantom Zone,
where he belongs,
and all his armies got put in the Phantom Zone, and Malafak got put into the Phantom Zone. The one that is Zod's wife escaped with the Eye of something like that. Like she got powers, and she was floating off to a different planet, and she was pregnant. So I don't know if that is the original another kid, or she was pregnant with General Zod, and she was like, oh, now I gotta find a place to raise this baby for he can come back and conquer the world. And then General Zod's son escaped, took the teleporter, got tricked by the guy from in the Morbius chair, and he ended up teleporting into the time zone when Superboy was supposed to die in Mars, and he was going to go finish the job. The teleporter disappeared, Superboy disappeared, and the kryptonite bomb killed them.
Wow.
And then
So this I mean, yeah, I like to, I haven't been watching it, but this show's been handling things pretty nicely, man.
all I can tell you is season 1 to season 4. I'm definitely rewatching.
I'm gonna watch season 1 and I'm just go straight to season 4.
I mean, you can. You can technically. Season 2 wraps up kind of season 1, so I would say, just if you can watch all of them in a whole, watch all of them in a whole.
I'm messing with you. I'll watch it in order. I'm about to finish with Batman the Animated Series. I think I have like 5 episodes left. So I was gonna jump to Superman the Animated Series, but instead I'll go ahead and I'll finish. I'll start.
You gotta do it, bro. This show is insane. But
yeah,
I gotta give it an amazing show. Awesome, enjoyed it.
Okay. That covers up
said.
our thing with Young Justice. Unfortunately, looks like Young Justice is gonna be on a break until the next season comes out, and
So
then
we could confirm season 5.
hopefully I would have caught up at this point so that maybe instead of it just being Josiah's Corner, it could be Josiah's and they continue talking about Young Justice.
And once season 5 releases and drops, you guys will know, because I will definitely tell you guys.
Okay, so we stay tuned for that. So I don't know why I made that move.
Yeah, clown.
All right, so really quick, man, we have a show that's about to go on a hiatus again. Josiah and I are super frustrated with, but we got Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois this week was better than last week for sure. We got a lot more action. Basically,
the episode was good,
it was like 7.5 out of 10.
but for going off so many breaks that they keep doing,
yeah, it's going another week.
It's getting very disappointing, in a sense where it's getting disappointing because I feel like the show's focusing more on Lana and her family issues than more focusing on Superman and Lois, because I feel like they get more screen time than Superman and Lois does.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I do feel like Ali Austin doesn't feel like the bad guy that Tal Rowe felt like. You know what I mean? In season 1. So, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think they know where they're going with the show.
I mean, it's a good show, but I think what's really hurting them is these breaks, because they build this momentum and then they'll take like these month-long breaks or these 2 weeks breaks, even these 1 week breaks. But it happens so often that it kills any momentum that the show has. So when it kind of comes back, you're just kind of like not invested the same way you were before the show took a break. And now that they're going on a break, I feel like that's going to happen again. But this show, really quick, Jay, before you get into it, this show, we have pretty much left off with Superman depowered, because Ali Austin came out of nowhere, showed everybody she was able, took all his powers. She almost killed General Lane. The sister stopped being brainwashed for whatever her name is, Lucy Lane. What did he do? Stop being brainwashed. Jordan tried to talk to his girl. Mom said nah. You know what I mean? So it's like tying up little things. We saw John Irons and his daughter fighting crime together now.
She has a suit.
Steel and
Steel Jr.
Yeah, baby Steel. So it's what?
Iron.
Iron, yeah, Steel and Iron, yeah. So that's good, Jay. I'll be chuckling about that for a little bit. So it's okay. The whole thing Superman almost dying was
Jonathan and his dad made up.
Yeah, that too.
Jordan flies now.
That was a cool scene. I'll give it
scene.
that. That was a really cool hype scene with him flying. Other than that, man, the show's kind of crawling to the finish line. We'll see what they do with these last 2 episodes. I'll give this episode a 7 out of 10. Maybe we'll see. What did you
Jordan
think,
takes
Jay?
over the mantle. I think they're gonna get a death of Superman at the end of this season.
Hope not.
And then the next season is gonna be Jordan taking off the mantle, because he's getting a lot of training. What is he getting all that training for? It's leading up to something.
Yeah, I feel like they have too many characters right now, so I expect to see somebody die.
Let's kill off what's his name? Lana's husband. Actually, he grew on me.
Kyle's cool, man.
Kyle's
Kyle.
cool. Yeah, never mind. Don't kill off. Kill Sarah off.
Yeah,
Bump
take
that.
her out. You said what?
Bump that. Kill her off.
I think it's another word. I was like, yo. Yeah, but she's I want to be a rock star. Shut up.
Well, I have to give this episode, I would say 6.5. It was average.
Yeah, I'm joking around, man. Don't kill her off.
What do you got to give this episode?
6.5, same thing. So next week we'll have no Superman and Lois. We'll come back next week talking about it. Guys, thank you guys for hanging out with Josiah and I as we rapid fire and go through all these things that happened this week. Next week we won't have Young Justice. Next week we'll have Superman and Lois.
We won't have Young Justice next
I
week.
said we won't have Young Justice or Superman and Lois because they're both on.
We have Obi-Wan, Miss Marvel, and if anything else new drops, we would definitely let you guys know.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Have a safe and great rest of the week. We'll see you guys next week. Same channel, same place, same time.
You ready for a vacay?
We have vacay. Jay and I be on vacay mode.
Guys' Day.
Facts. Take it easy, yo. Have a great week. Janie, we're
Catch you guys
signing
later.
out.
Bye.
See you guys.